The information getting to me right now as I speak to you is that the Malian Armed Forces have just created another, steel cemetery in the Mopti region. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a glorious judgment of the terrorists. Let's call it what it is. A lot of people have been telling me in the comment section to stop calling them jihadists or whatsoever. They're terrorists, right? So, from credible facts, verifiable facts, from sources that work with, Sputnik Africa and the rest, they are giving us report that the Malians have neutralized terrorists in the north of 50. How did they do it? The surveillance vectors of Mali were actually hovering around the Mopti region of Mali. Now, you see, I've been looking at the Mopti region of Mali for a minute. I'm so sorry to my beautiful Malian people. I've actually been looking at the Mopti region with my left eye. That look, it's like this Mopti region. It's like this Mopti region. There's a particular tribe in the Mopti region that does not like to listen to common instruction. So unfortunately, they found a jihadist fuel depot in Mopti. Now, when I mean a fuel depot, it was multiple fuel tankers in this location. And some jihadists were in queue to get fuel. They were getting the fuel, and some of them were moving out. Some were coming in. Some were there to secure that depot and all of that, And the Malians dropped a very precise TNT on that location. Now, that's the primary blast, right? You all know how it goes. So because of the fuel they had there, it sparked a secondary ignition that actually judged every terrorist in that location. The blast radius was unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win for the Malian Armed Forces. And this collaborates with one information I've been hearing recently. That the Malian army, as we speak, they are making Mali unbearable for the jihadists. And according to what we heard, they said the Sahel has gotten so kinetic to the point that now the jihadists are now trying to rush into Nigeria. Guess what? That was why the Nigerian armed forces, through their airborne capabilities, neutralized over 20 of them yesterday. We're in a good season. It's free smoke season. And when the jihadists violate, the Sahelian forces will demonstrate. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not the only information. A lot of people have been asking me, what is going on in Burkina Faso? Now, I will tell you this, right? And I will tell you why I've not been talking about Burkina Faso recently. In Burkina Faso, when it comes to the theater of operation, when it comes to the theater of combat, right? Recently, there hasn't been any, showbiz, spectacular, empire real estate type of contact between the jihadists and the troops. It shows you that there is a high-level military capabilities that the Burkinabe Armed Forces have actually deployed. They're actually enjoying a peaceful term right now. The jihadists have not really showed anything in Burkina Faso. We have been waiting. We continue to wait, but they didn't attack. But guess what? When they give you this period where they don't attack, they are probably working with their allies to, strategize, reharm. Like I said to you guys, I said at the G20, the picture I posted here where you saw those two, I'm telling you, they are trying to recruit some Almajiri boys. They are trying to recruit some Almajiri boys, but don't worry. Like I said the last time I talked about Mali, that I said, if Bina Diara was still alive, they should show us a video of Bina Diara wearing a certain color completely. They can't produce it. The founders of this JNIM terrorist sect, they actually said that to them it feels like Bina Diara has been KIA. And truly, he has been MIA. But they continue to use different AI tools to try to deceive us that Bina Diara is still the one speaking. But we know what time it is. Let's move forward from there. Now, you see, Like I used to say, when the pressure rises in the Sahel, the pressure will radiate to some other neighboring countries that will be pushed, to do the right thing. We have the situation in Guinea-Bissau earlier today, but we are still gathering a lot of comprehensive reports. We want to really, really know the main reason, and we've actually gotten some peripheral reason, but we want to know the deep reason, what led to what, who led the mission, who are they working with. So when we have all this information, we are coming back with so many people that we want to invite to the platform to come and tell us more about the Guinea, because we have some of our networking staffs that actually got the real information about the Guinea-Bissau situation. But before then, let's get to Nigeria for a minute, because a new offensive has now been declared by the General Commander of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has now declared something that looks like a covert war against the terrorists in Nigeria. But before we get to that, because I'm going to read what he said, and actually this is the first thing Tinubu did in his regime that actually made me happy to the bottom of my soul. But before we get there, yesterday, very close to my state, in fact, not just close to my state, to my local government, where men that eat meat and they request for fresh meat even without finishing the one on ground. I'm telling you, if they violate closer to my local government, I'm saying this with peace. I'm saying this with all joy. I continue to call every day, like, what is going on? They continue to tell us that nothing is going on, that that the boys are ready to get the work at any time. We don't wait. We don't do things on camera. We are always battle ready where I'm from. I'm just letting you know this. I'm not going to disclose, but we are always. And, it bothers me. I've never seen a Fulani man in my vicinity before, since I was a kid till now. Never, not once. The boys we are always ready. We have the capabilities. That's why I've always been angry that our president should just give us the opportunity to demonstrate. A country of 270 million people. We will now run for some bunch of, banderites. No, we are not. So, yesterday, a hunter closer to my local government actually got ambushed by 20 jihadists. Now, I've said something on this platform before, that our African logics still exist. Our African philosophy still exists. They thought I was joking. They said it doesn't exist. Some of them came out here and they said they are in the military and all of that. Look at this hunter here. I want you to watch this video.
I fell from that one.
You see what you are seeing right there? The hunter was riddled with bullets by the jihadists. I'm talking about PKM, AK-47 and all of that. But guess what? They demonstrated and they violated completely because he was not by himself. A lot of Africans know what I'm saying right here. And if you are a Nigerian and you actually know that what I'm saying exists, they demonstrated, but they were demonstrating with a real one. Like I said, we have to go to our roots to be able to eliminate this threat. Our real identity. Let me even tell you the truth. I was thinking about something this morning. It's like we've forgotten who we are in Africa. We don't know ourselves again. We've so much inculcated and, embraced so much Western ideology. That's why we are weak. I think naturally, we Africans, especially, even the women, go and check the Dahomey Empire. We are warriors in Africa. We are warriors. I'm being honest with you. This is not like a content or anything. They riddled him with those capabilities he did not penetrate. But guess the luck they had. He was not even with a Dane gun. Just imagine what he would have done with a common Dane gun. right? That is why you've never seen them in our location. But like, if it was in the core places where I come from, you know, they would demo. I'm very, very sure they will demonstrate. And it will be off camera. I won't even have the receipt to come and show you. They will demonstrate. Those ones will be judged immediately. You see, there are levels to this, and we've been asking for our president to just give us the opportunity to demonstrate. But ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people will be asking the question, oh, there are securities. Yes, the Nigerian Armed Forces are really, really doing a very great job, and we really, really applaud them. We appreciate them. But guess what happened? We have good soldiers and we have bad soldiers, right? Our soldiers are really doing a very great job. But how do you how do you talk? How do you harmonize a personnel like this one? Watch this video.
Another one. Where lose his bet. Let's see. His incantation no pass our own. No. I said don't hit him. What the fuck?
I said this man don't take for this business.
I swear this man don't take.
No, camera.
No, he's on camera. Don't worry.
Come back.
Off that camera.
Wait now, wait.
No,
Give
prime
me that knife. Give me that knife.
Okay, in two come inside.
Hey, man. Hey, Kamilu,
Come on your hand.
if I see any soldier for this place, I'll find it. You are not going anywhere.
Gently,
Oh, yeah, that cover up. Kamilu,
Lima one gently.
Kamilu, that cover them up now. That cover them up.
Be careful with your hand. See this one don't take now.
Don't take now.
This one don't take.
Don't say when the business. I
See
swear.
that 400 something in my career.
No, don't worry. Let them just so that you not naked him.
Come on.
This boy.
Now, Copra. Go and cover everybody. Kamilu. Kamilu, all of them falling. Come on, your hand. You might feel like, no matter how you do this work, you must enter.
99 days for the thief. You go and give Boko Haram this so that they will come and attack us in this camp. Don't worry. God pass you.
When shall he come to where the path?
Now him. See, all this one don't take. Look at us.
Now those one,
This one now, they don't root.
don't fast it. Fast it, wait for it. See. Go with the fire.
He is selling ammunition to the bandits. And imagine this type of personnel within your ranks. That is why you will always hear the army will continuously say that they are under attack because of elements like this. I mean, I don't know what to say. So you can see why our military are not, it's as if they are not effective, but they are effective. But elements like this. And there will be many of them like that. That was why when I played the video of a particular soldier the other time when he said he was a sniper, he was a left-handed sniper, and somebody shot him suddenly among his own colleagues, right, on the line of contact. These are the type of elements. The friends of the terrorists, the friends of the enemy, wearing our great army camouflage. So these are the reasons. These are the bad eggs in the army. These are the reasons, and you still have them in the upper hierarchy too. And that is why we as Nigerians are saying, look, give us this day our daily bread. Don't worry. Just give us the opportunity to demonstrate. Now, guess what? I posted a video yesterday, but let me explain to you properly so that you can understand. The jihadists, they are trying to open a new theater of operation, but that theater will be the theater where they will be judged. Let me explain. The jihadists actually went to River State yesterday. Imagine, of all places, you are going to River State. They went to River State, right? And they went directly to the camp of the Niger Delta militants. The men of Asari Dokubo. Guess what happened?
We are under attack. We are under attack. We are under attack now, as you can see.
Who is that?
We are under attack. We are under attack. As you can see, this is Mango FOB. DSS Mango FOB. We are under attack. We are under attack. As you can see, our soldiers we are under attack. Right now, we are under. Hey, come on, Brenda. Wana! Oh, Wala! Oh, Wala! As you can see, we are under attack. As you can see, we are under attack now.
They were completely neutralized.
See the face of this man. We don't open.
Okay. One number can catch the face. Now this one first collect. A minute. Now this one collect for back of barrack. Now this one. Handsome man.
Yes. Quiet man.
A child, Fulani them. Niger. They are not Nigerians.
Of course.
They just come full inside this place. They disturb us.
No,
are you? No, are you? Wana.
It's not coming from Kumemia.
Come here. Yeah. Wana.
They just attack us this morning, 6 a.m. in this morning. Unexpected. But God, Allah, help us.
The criminals.
Look at the bandits. Amen. The flying men. Look at them. Look at how tiny this man is. Yes, look at them. Small boy. Yes.
Wana.
Ababua. A similar.
The CIA.
Thank you. Look at them.
Victory will always be us. Look at how small they are.
Amen.
Look at this one, like a cripple.
Cut down so that you could do it so that Amen. You understand me? Yes, sir.
Proud them.
Amen.
Allah will help us always.
Amen.
We will conquer.
Amen.
Don't do. Now our name be that.
Now let me explain something. It was capability against capability. The jihadists were coming with PKM and AK-47. The Niger Delta boys, they came in with capabilities that had a greater effective range. And plus on top of that, according to the man that gave the situational report, he said the jihadists were shouting Allahu Akbar.
People of Nigeria, now the water, the Amusu of the cherubim, the Kwikwi of the seraph, and I know I'll be born again. For my church, they know me as born again. For Niger Delta, they know me as born again. And I hear we had the soldiers say, "Nah, mama,
Wana! Oh, Wala!
back of the barrack." And I hear them back of the barrack. We don't ready. Niger Delta don't ready. My oga, my boss, he say waiting. And I hear waiting it up. He say waiting. Say he don't prepare, he don't wait, he don't ready. Alhaji Asare Dakobo.
If Boko Haram, if them come Port Harcourt, my business are to kill them.
And I hear the video say, "Nah, mama, true, nah, mama. No be me, now I'll be born again. But I want make on take on her eye, see say we don't ready. No be me go talk, no on her sense go tell on her. No on her brain go tell on her. Make her know say, this Nigeria, no all of us get them. No be bandit get them. We don't ready for bandit. And bandits say they're not ready for us. So anywhere you dey man, woman, ready for bandit. We don't ready for bandit. We don't prepare for bandit. And we don't cook food, eat for bandit. Death dey my pocket. And they carry am waka. And they carry am waka. Now maybe they start death on the pocket. It don't happen. Be vigilant day and night. Anybody wey wear uniform come for midnight say we will arrest you. If you follow me, consign you. Because fake police, fake soldiers, fake uniform people fool. Anyhow they want and dance the music with them. A word is enough. We are the Amama. Now we be the Amama. The president of Amama, the chairman of Amama, the director general of Amama, the MD of Amama, Alhaji Nasare Dokobo, the father of Amama, the king of Amama, Toale. We don't ready, sir. We don't prepare. Now river with the enter now.
They actually, they demonstrated and they neutralized every jihadist that came, did not leave. Not one escaped. And they did not even, the boys that confronted them did not have a scratch. A scratch they didn't have. And now, their own boys, the civilians in this region, they have now, the alerts, the drums of war. These guys brought it. Nobody wanted it. But that's that with that. But I just want you to look at how confident those boys are. Now, if you look at the boy that is within this defensive position, the one with the camera and with his rifle by his left arm, I can tell you, it's not like the boy is panicking. The boy wants the action. Because if you're on the back foot and you are scared and you are running, you can't stay in that place. That boy is ready to see one person that will move in a very negative way and is going to demonstrate. And you can see the way the rest of the locals, the way they are moving, and you can see the capabilities those boys have. If you give Nigerians the opportunity, they are going to do what they are going to do. That is why Nigerians are angry, because the capabilities of the Erukuweri Nigerians, there are some Nigerians that they are civil, and there are some Nigerians, you know what I'm saying? So, now, that aside, they were in Calabar, and immediately they landed in Calabar, they were apprehended. Look at these jihadists.
These are the Fulani men caught in Butaton community, Boki local government of Cross River State. They invaded the community 12 midnight. Their mission is not known. The committee spokesman told the correspondent that they have been arresting them, and each time they come in their numbers. And these are the numbers arrested last night. Their mission is unknown. Where they are going, they don't even know. So now our committee is invaded with the Fulani, the spokesman said. The chief of defense staff will see this. Where are they coming from? They can't even identify their state nor their local government. The committee arrested them and kept them at the community town hall here in Butaton, Boki local government area of Cross River State. What is their mission?
They were caught in Calabar. Do you see what they call them? Fulanis, right? So I'm not saying that the Fulani tribe is a bad tribe, but, they continue to represent on so many levels. So I don't know why they even brought them out on camera. I don't know why they have to, present them to the judiciary. I don't know why they have to really, really do all this. They know what they should have done. The objective is simple. But, well, they got into the right location. I think they will probably give them to the, to the law enforcement agents and all of that. And we know what is going to happen. They are going to release them back to the street. So It is what it is. The people are ready. But I think the federal government have now come in at the right time to make sure this situation does not escalate beyond this level. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to read to you the words of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said, fellow Nigerians, today in view of the emerging security situation, I have decided to declare a nationwide security emergency and order additional recruitment into the armed forces. By this declaration, the police and the army are authorized to recruit more personnel. The police will recruit an additional 20,000 officers, bringing the total to 50,000. Although I had previously approved the nationwide upgrade of police training facilities, the police authorities, by this statement, authorized to use various National Youth Service Corps camps as training depots. The officers being withdrawn from VIP guard duties should undergo crash training to debrief them and deliver more efficient police services when deployed to security challenged areas of the country. The DSS also has my authority to immediately deploy all forest guards, already trained to flush out the terrorists and bandits lurking in our forest. The agency also has my directive to recruit more men to man the forests. There will be no more hiding place for agents of evil. My fellow Nigerians, this is a national emergency, and we are responding by deploying more boots on the ground, especially in security challenged areas. The times require all hands on deck, even our own hands. As Nigerians, we should get involved in securing our nation. We are Nigerians, right? So this is not, so if any terrorists move right now, you know how many people is coming to get you. So let me take this moment to commend our security agencies for working together to secure the release of the 24 schoolgirls in Kebbi and the 38 worshippers in Kwara State. We will continue to sustain the effort to rescue the remaining students of Catholic school in Niger State and other Nigerians still being held hostage. To the leaders and the ranks of file of our armed forces, I commend your courage and your sacrifice. This is a challenging moment for our nation and for the military institution itself. I charge you to remain resolute, to restore peace across all theaters of operation, and to uphold the highest standard of discipline and integrity. There must be no compromise, no collusion, no negligence. The Nigerian people are counting on you, and this administration will provide the support you need to succeed. This is, in fact, to me, I've never heard Tinubu deliver like this in my life. In addition, our administration will support state governments. This is the strategic one here, which have set up security outfits to safeguard their people. So this is going to look like a VDP thing. We've been talking about state security. You get what I mean? To safeguard their people. Do you know what they call it? State security outfits. Don't worry about that. So that means those ones can deploy AK-47 and different capabilities. Don't worry, we'll fund our people to buy the necessary capabilities to safeguard their people from the terrorists bent on disrupting our national peace. Oh my goodness. They're about to get this work. I call on the National Assembly to begin reviewing our laws to allow states that require state police to establish them. That's the #1 man of Nigeria talking. That's a law already. States should rethink establishing boarding school in remote area without adequate security. Mosques and church should constantly seek police and other security protection when they gather for prayers, especially in vulnerable areas. Our administration created the livestock ministry to address the persistent clash between herders and farmers. I call on all herders association to take advantage of it, end open grazing, and surrender illegal weapon. Ranching is now the path forward for sustainable livestock farming and national harmony. The federal government, in collaboration with the states, will work with you to solve this problem once and for all. So here is it. If you don't ranch now, we see you with cows. You are already a national threat. We will address you. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. They said all Nigerians should put hands together to make sure we solve this problem. So if you like, move your cows, okay? Move it now. Now they've said it's ranching now. So move cows. Let's see you. Those who want to test our resolve should never mistake our restraint for weakness. This administration has the courage and determination to keep the country safe and ensure our citizens live in peace. You now finish with fellow compatriots. I urge you to not give in to fear and never succumb to despair. Let's stand together in purpose and strength to defend our freedom and values. Our administration will continue to guarantee peaceful coexistence and preserve our union. I urge all Nigerians to remain calm and vigilant, report suspicious activities, cooperate with the security agencies. We are in this fight together, and together we shall win. Ladies and gentlemen, man, this man actually gave us some strategic opportunities. I don't know if a lot of people understand. You see the community policing, the state policing, you know, the establishment of security networks for the people. Oh my goodness. I think we've always said this, right? You don't need to recruit 24,000. How many Nigerians do you 24,000 soldiers want to guide? And imagine you having that type of soldier that I showed you earlier in this video. They can only try their best, you know. You have saboteurs like that. So when we establish this type of things, then that is when we will now see who the jihadists really are. You know, imagine what those Niger Delta militants did to them. But we are just getting started. We'll continue to drop updates. Let the bells ring. But I love what our president just did. You know, he just gave Nigerians the right thing we need. So let's see. And I think the window of opportunity has been opened. Before we start seeing some people coming out on social media and be saying, you know, hey, this is what he's trying to say, this is what he's trying to say. So the windows have been opened, and you know, the showers of blessing will start rushing. I think this problem is about to end. That is if they can stay on this word. That is if they are not going to come and say something on media and do something else behind the scene. But if they give us this opportunity and they follow this thing to a T, we will address many of many of us will not have this issue. You know, I've not heard any report of anything going on in where I'm from. You know, we have a lot of. I'm just one of the few that was opportune to go to school in my place. So a lot of people are not educated, but they are civil. Like they don't commit crimes and all of that, but they are always battle ready. You know, I was born into crisis. I grew up running. When I became a man, even if I was a boy, you know, when you grow up in certain situations, you mature very quickly. I was exposed to so many things and so many capabilities, and you know, we grew up to like that type of scenario. So when these whole escalations started, you know, and I still got parents back at home, but I continue to call them. They say, no, there is no even the birds are not singing abnormally. So if it ever happens, I'm a man, and look at me at this stage of my life, I'm going back to protect my people. You know, we have to protect our women, we have to protect our young ones, we have to protect our people. So if some people did not protect us when we were young, you know, we won't be here today. So if it has to come to that, we're ready to go. So this is Nigeria. Nobody will come and do anyhow. All we just needed was a leader that would give us the opportunity to display. And I think it's time to demonstrate. But we'll continue to watch as things develop and continue to bring you the updates. And I pray that nothing escalate on my side so that I can continue to bring you updates. Because if I hear that bells are ringing, though I know that they can control the situation over there. If I hear that bells are ringing, I'm going home. I must not miss this action. So thank you guys, and God bless you. I really appreciate everyone for coming back and watching. Today is just fun, right? I know a lot of people look at this program and be like, Andre, this is not like a regular. Yeah, I enjoy what I did. I enjoy what I did today. I'm so happy about it. The fact that the Nigerian president is giving the opportunity for us to really combat this and is enabling the military to even now go to the point of now giving approval for the establishment of state security outfits and all of that. Man, we are ready for this fight, and by the help of God, we are going to win. But you know, a lot of people call on God, but they don't prepare themselves for close combat. Before you call on God, you know, the people that are even shouting Allahu Akbar, they have brutal capability. So you have to carry your capability and, you know, you marshal yourself with other capabilities you believe in. You know, I'm not against anybody here. So, and when you get to the line of contact, you call on whatsoever you believe and let the calculus judge the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you all for coming back. It's your boy 72 Andre signing out. It all said. But before I go,